Okay, so I've been trying to stay offline for some time now. There's things going on in my life that I can't speak about publicly due to papers that I may have signed at some point, this and that, and everything else. But I've been having problems with sleep, and here we are. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I went back to the doctor today and got prescribed. I believe it's like a generic form of Ambien. But laying awake tonight, I decided that I can no longer keep my thoughts to myself. And I'm thinking about um, just the basic cover of the Holy Bible and what that means and what that says. And, I feel like most people don't make it past the cover in their entire lives than to even remotely try to understand what's inside. And what I'm getting at with that is I got thoughts racing in my head about the Holy Bible by signifying the number 2. And then I start thinking about like you can't add to the book. It's against the law. You can't do this. You can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. But if by means 2, then try means 3. And when you start reading Revelations and this and that, you realize that the Holy Tribal, or the tribes at the end of 2, is a reality. But also at the same time, if try means 3 and by means 2, what means 1? Probably A. Right? Well, you can take an astrological chart and a numerical chart, and you can almost always dictate A as 1. If you look at any of like the gangs in the world, it's like MS-13. 13 is symbolic of the letter M. So 13th letter of the alphabet. I've memorized the alphabet numerically. Like, you give me a letter, I'll tell you what number it is, like off the top of my head in a second. You know what I mean? I can speak to you in numbers. But that doesn't matter. I mean, when you have charts, everything, you got to have a source code, basically, or be intelligent. Like when they created the first computer, the source code was Heil Hitler. And nobody could figure out how to translate the messages going out over the radio because they didn't have the source code. Like, how fucking stupid are you? Like, that was literally the term that they used to send out all their encrypted messages. But whatever. So getting back to where I was at, the Holy Abel, or 1, A signifying 1, bi signifying 2, tri signifying 3. The Holy Abel would have been exactly what it is. Like, with the first book written, or the Abel, been written up to this point in time. Like, when Cain and Abel in the Bible, I mean, the original sin, let's not pretend that, like, this was probably the first book, the beginning to the end. The Holy Abel. And I don't know what was added on to it. I don't know who did what, when, where, or why, but that makes perfect sense. I'm thinking to myself, somewhere along the road in my journey in life, God told me that Hebrew is an unwritten language. And I don't remember where I read it, but it's stuck with me. And it's stuck with me for well over 20 years. It's hard to say. I've read the encyclopedias. So it's really hard to say where I read it at, but I read it somewhere. And it's what he said to me. Do not write in this language, And then I can go back to, to a time where science and religion coincided, and that was the Book of Atom or the Book of Adam. I mean, like, if you didn't fucking write it down and spell Adam A-D-A-M, it wouldn't matter to me if it was A-T-O-M or A-D-A-M. Adam is still Adam. So let's say that Adam is Adam, and it's also a Big Bang. On the eve of the existence of light, which in return created life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that difficult, people. It's really not. I see the entire human race as a bunch of monkeys throwing shit at one another. It doesn't matter to me what color a monkey they are. They're all from the same race. I'm talking about the entire human race is a bunch of monkeys throwing shit at one another. It doesn't matter if you're a black monkey, white monkey, or Korean or a yellow monkey. It doesn't matter. That's all it is. I mean, it's the same race with a differently mutated gene. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's the TRP something or another gene that affects your eye color, hair color, or skin color. No matter what, you're the same race. You have one specific gene in your body that mutated differently. That's the only thing that separates you from that person. So, I don't know. I don't feel like I should. I feel like I should speak about what I'm seeing, like with the Holy Bible, Tribal, and Abel, with the atom being an atom, with the Big Bang Theory and the Bible coexisting and both being true. With, it's just insane to me. Like, it's so easy. But like I said, most people don't make it past the cover of the book, and they think they can teach what's inside it. Yeah, you've never made it past the cover, and you think that, like, anybody, anywhere, anytime, anyhow, anything, any which way, shape, or form, think that you're superior to me. It's a joke. I'm not saying I'm superior to anybody. I'm saying that the mere idea that you monkeys throwing shit at one another think that that monkey's better than that monkey is a joke in itself. Like, quit trying to dictate to me. Like, anybody, anyhow, anywhere, any place. I don't care, anytime. Like, why do people act the way they do? Like, I don't understand. You know, I'll break Einstein's theory of relativity in half. E equals mc squared. Like, I do the best in my life to contain my own carbon footprint, meaning that if every action has an adverse or equal reaction, I try to contain my own carbon footprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, good, bad, or otherwise, and what it means to the rest of the world. But I feel like I feel the nation right now. Like, I feel like this the emotions inside of me, like, being like the frustrations of the people. And like, I don't know why I can't sleep at night, you know? Something's going on with me. I've been to the doctor, and tomorrow night is going to be different. I'm sure that what he's prescribed me now is going to help me with sleep, but it's just crazy to me how people act and what people think, and this whole racial inequity across the board is not only funny but insulting and ignorant. So When all you monkeys quit throwing shit at one another, come and talk to me. Until then, I'm going to sit on the sidelines because I don't like people throwing shit at me. And we'll go from there.